Have you ever wondered why, as we get older, especially past 65, our vision begins to blur, even when we think we're doing everything right? Glasses get thicker, text gets harder to read, and night driving starts to feel like a challenge. But here's the question. Is this just aging, or is there something missing in the way we nourish our eyes? Blurry vision is not always a permanent sentence of aging. In fact, science is revealing that some of the most common causes of declining eyesight are linked to small, everyday deficiencies that build up over years. Imagine your eyes as tiny cameras, delicate yet powerful, and like any camera, they need the right materials to stay sharp and focused. Without these materials, the lens starts to fog, the retina struggles, and your focus fades. There is one seed, often overlooked, that has shown a remarkable ability to support and even restore clarity. It's not exotic, it's not expensive, and it's something you can easily add to your diet. This seed is rich in vitamin E, omega-3 fatty acids, and essential antioxidants that directly protect your eyes from the slow damage of time. Studies have highlighted that people who regularly consume seeds like flaxseeds or chia seeds have a stronger defense against age-related macular degeneration, a leading cause of vision loss after 65. When you eat this seed daily, you're not just feeding your body, you're giving your eyes the nutrients they crave. It helps maintain the moisture of your eyes, supports the tiny capillaries that deliver oxygen, and shields your retina from oxidative stress, the silent thief of your sight. This isn't a miracle pill. It's food as medicine, the way nature intended. Pair this with other simple practices. Blink more when reading, rest your eyes every 20 minutes, step outside and let your eyes bathe in natural light, and cut back on processed sugars that stiffen the delicate vessels in your eyes. Think of it like cleaning a window from the inside out. The book How Not to Age touches on this truth. Aging is not just about years, but about the choices you make every single day. And for your vision, that choice can be as simple as adding a tablespoon of ground flaxseed or chia seed to your breakfast. Day after day, this tiny habit feeds the very structures that allow you to see the world clearly. So the next time you squint at a blurry page or struggle with a dimly lit room, ask yourself, what am I feeding my eyes? Because clear vision isn't always lost with age. It's often given away through neglect. But with the right seed, the right nutrients, and the right daily choices, your eyes can remain sharper longer than you think. Have you ever wondered why blurry vision seems to creep up on so many people after the age of 65? It's almost as if one day you're reading a book or glancing at a street sign, and the next, the words are fuzzy, the lights seem dimmer, and the world doesn't appear as sharp as it once did. Most people blame this entirely on aging, but the truth is far more complex and far more empowering. Aging alone does not destroy your vision. What truly accelerates this blur is a series of changes happening inside your body over decades, many of which can be slowed down or even supported naturally. As we age, the tiny structures of the eye, like the lens, the retina, and the macula, start to experience oxidative stress. Think of it like a thin film of dust collecting on a camera lens. The picture is still there, but the clarity fades. Over time, your body's natural ability to repair this dust weakens, largely because the nutrients that keep your eyes sharp are no longer supplied in the same amounts they once were. Blood flow slows down, small vessels in the eyes become stiff, and inflammation quietly chips away at your ability to focus. Another factor is the gradual decline of tear production and moisture balance. After 65, many people experience dryness in their eyes. Not just discomfort, but a sign that the delicate environment of the eye is losing its protective layer. When this happens, the lens can't bend light as clearly as before, leading to blurred or hazy vision, especially in the evening or during reading. Then there's the influence of years of lifestyle habits. Too much sugar, not enough antioxidants, prolonged exposure to artificial screens without proper rest. These are small choices that accumulate into something bigger. A slow, steady dimming of one of your most precious senses. But here's the most important truth. Blurry vision after 65 is not always inevitable. In many cases, it's your body asking for help, for the right building blocks, the right care, and a little extra attention to what you feed it. When you start to view your eyes not as failing parts, but as living tissues that respond to nourishment and protection, you open the door to change. Have you ever stopped to think about how much of your vision is directly tied to the nutrients you've been, or haven't been, feeding your eyes over the years? One of the most overlooked reasons why blurry vision becomes so common after 65 is not simply because time has passed, but because of what's missing on your plate. The eyes are some of the most metabolically active tissues in the body. They are constantly working, even when you sleep, repairing themselves, processing light, protecting delicate cells from damage. To do that well, they need a constant flow of specific nutrients: vitamin E, vitamin C, zinc, lutein, zeaxanthin, and omega-3 fatty acids. But as people age, their diets often become less diverse. Maybe it's a smaller appetite, maybe it's convenience, maybe it's habits formed over decades, but this leads to subtle deficiencies that quietly erode your vision over time. Imagine trying to build a house but missing some of the bricks or nails. The structure stands, but it's weak. Your eyes work the same way. Without the raw materials, the lens clouds, the retina becomes vulnerable to free radicals, and the macula responsible for your central vision starts to thin out. There's also the problem of poor absorption. Even if you're eating some of these nutrients, your digestive system at 65 or 70 isn't the same as it was at 30. Lower stomach acid, slower bile flow, and reduced enzyme activity mean that much of what you eat might not actually be getting to your eyes. That's why people with perfectly average diets can still experience rapid vision decline. They're not truly absorbing what their eyes require. And here's the key. This isn't about expensive treatments or complicated procedures. It's about recognizing that your blurry vision may be your body's way of saying, "I'm running on empty." Your eyes are screaming for antioxidants to neutralize the damage of free radicals, for healthy fats to keep the eye's membranes flexible, for minerals that support blood vessel strength. When these are missing, your vision doesn't just fade, it starts to struggle. There is one seed, simple, small, and easily overlooked, that can make a profound difference in how your eyes age. It's not rare, it's not expensive, and it doesn't require a prescription. This seed is loaded with omega-3 fatty acids, powerful antioxidants, and essential micronutrients that directly support the tissues responsible for clear vision. Seeds like flaxseeds and chia seeds have been shown to nourish the retina, protect the macula, and maintain the flexibility of the lens. They work almost like natural lubricants and protectors for your eyes, feeding the tiny capillaries that deliver oxygen and nutrients to some of the most delicate cells in your entire body. Think about it. Your eyes are constantly exposed to light, screen glare, and environmental stress. Over time, these create tiny injuries at the cellular level. The antioxidants in these seeds act as a shield, absorbing the damage before it harms your vision. Omega-3 fatty acids, especially alpha-linolenic acid found in flax and chia seeds, help reduce inflammation in those tiny vessels, which is one of the hidden causes behind gradual vision decline. What makes this approach so effective is its simplicity. You don't need to change your entire diet overnight. A tablespoon of ground flaxseed or chia seed, added to your breakfast or smoothie every day, is enough to start delivering these vital compounds directly to your eyes. And because they are plant-based, they also help balance blood sugar, reduce oxidative stress throughout the body, and support healthy circulation, all of which are crucial when it comes to keeping your vision sharp well into your 70s and 80s. The best part is that these seeds don't just slow down the damage, they help your eyes recover from years of neglect by replenishing what's been lost. Over time, the fogginess begins to lift, the dryness eases, and the world starts to look a little clearer, a little more vivid. When you begin adding this seed into your daily routine, something remarkable starts to happen inside your eyes. The omega-3 fatty acids act as the foundation for the delicate membranes of your retinal cells. These membranes are responsible for translating light into clear images, but with age, they often become rigid and inflamed, causing the signals to weaken. By supplying the right type of fats, you allow these membranes to stay fluid and responsive, improving the way your eyes process light. At the same time, the antioxidants in the seed go to work like a cleaning crew, neutralizing free radicals that have been building up in the retina. Free radicals are unstable molecules, tiny sparks of damage created by sunlight, pollution, and even normal metabolism that slowly erode your ability to see sharply. Left unchecked, they contribute to conditions like macular degeneration and cataracts. The antioxidants in these seeds absorb that damage before it can cause lasting harm. These seeds also support the tiny network of blood vessels behind your eyes. As we age, those vessels can narrow, stiffen, or become clogged by poor diet and inflammation. This reduces the flow of oxygen and nutrients, starving your eyes of what they need to thrive. Compounds in flaxseeds and chia seeds help keep those vessels flexible and open, ensuring that the right nutrients reach the very back of your eye where vision is formed. And here's something most people don't realize. Your eyes are not isolated. They are connected to your brain by the optic nerve, which also relies on healthy fats and proper blood flow. When you nourish your eyes, you're often improving the communication between your vision and your brain, making your reactions sharper and your perception clearer. The effect is gradual, not overnight, but over weeks and months of consistent use, this simple addition can mean less strain, less dryness, and a noticeably sharper world. It's not about reversing the clock. It's about restoring the support your eyes have been missing for years. Alongside adding this seed to your daily diet, there are simple lifestyle adjustments that can dramatically improve how your eyes respond to aging. Food provides the building blocks, but your habits decide whether those building blocks get used or wasted. One of the biggest mistakes many people make is spending long hours staring at screens or reading without giving their eyes a break. This constant close-up strain tightens the eye muscles and reduces blinking, which dries out the surface and causes that cloudy, tired feeling. By simply following the 20-20-20 rule, every 20 minutes, look at something 20 feet away for 20 seconds. You allow your eyes to reset and your focus to relax. Natural light exposure is another powerful tool. Our eyes are designed for daylight, yet most of us spend our time indoors under artificial lighting. Stepping outside for just 15 to 20 minutes a day lets your eyes absorb full-spectrum light, which supports healthy circadian rhythms and helps maintain the strength of the retina. It's like recharging your visual batteries in a completely natural way. Hydration also plays a crucial role. Dehydrated eyes are more prone to dryness, irritation, and blurred vision. Drinking enough water throughout the day keeps the tear film stable, which is essential for bending light correctly into the retina. Pair that with foods rich in lutein and zeaxanthin, dark leafy greens, spinach, kale, and you build a stronger internal filter that shields your eyes from the damaging effects of blue light and UV rays. Another overlooked factor is sugar. Excess sugar stiffens the tiny blood vessels that feed your eyes, increasing the risk of blurry vision, especially in the evening or after meals. Reducing refined carbs and processed foods helps maintain stable blood sugar levels, which in turn preserves the flexibility and health of those microscopic vessels. Finally, quality sleep is one of the simplest yet most powerful tools for eye health. During deep sleep, your eyes repair themselves, replenish moisture, and flush out accumulated waste. Without enough of it, no supplement or seed can fully do its job. The real secret to keeping your vision clear after 65 is not just in what you add to your plate, it's in what you choose to do every single day. Your daily habits can either protect your eyesight or quietly drain it away. Think of your eyes like a garden. Even with the richest soil, if you neglect it, weeds will grow and the plants will wither. But with consistent care, it thrives season after season. Consistency is what transforms a single tablespoon of flax or chia seed from a nice idea into a powerful habit. When you make this a daily ritual, sprinkling it over your oatmeal, blending it into a smoothie, or stirring it into yogurt, you're sending a steady stream of nourishment to your eyes. Skipping days, on the other hand, breaks that rhythm your body needs to rebuild and protect. But nourishment is only half the picture. Daily movement, even something as simple as a 20-minute walk, helps improve circulation to the eyes, delivering oxygen and nutrients more efficiently. Pair this with regular eye relaxation. gently closing your eyes for a minute or practicing slow blinking to relieve the constant tension created by screens and close-up work. And here's a habit most people underestimate: conscious blinking. As we age, blinking becomes less frequent, especially during reading or computer use. This dries out the cornea and blurs vision. Training yourself to blink fully and often is like polishing the lens of a camera. It keeps the surface smooth and the image sharp. Over time, these simple, repeated actions become the difference between gradual decline and surprising stability. You may not notice the change in a week, but a few months of consistent care often lead to moments where you realize your eyes aren't straining as much. The blur isn't as heavy. The world feels a little more vibrant. Your eyes are built to last a lifetime, but only if you give them what they've been asking for: daily nourishment, mindful care, and the kind of attention that prevents problems rather than waiting to fix them.